meaning no harm. Beats all you ever saw, been in trouble with the law since the day they was born.
It's been 2 strong weeks. You know, big thanks to my man Dave over at Dalkey Performance Racing Engines and Kevin Cragen here at TI Dyno. Without these guys, I wouldn't be here sitting here right now. So I did want to get serious with you real quick. Thank you guys for what you've done, and probably should have done that when Dave was standing here, but
here he comes.
I don't think he gives a shit.
He's coming.
Damn it.
He's tired.
I'm tired too. Now you know what he's more mad about? Is the fact he's got to get in this car with that damn Kirky seat.
He doesn't even let you talk.
All right, so we found out that number 3 hasn't been firing since we put the damn motor in. So I'm wondering why we had a misfire. We started making some power, but not really. Okay, so let me get you guys caught up here. We set the 363 in, got everything hooked up, and when we first fired it in the other video, the car really wasn't running all that well. We figured it had something to do with the timing, so we messed with the timing quite a bit. Well, we ended up finding out, after we did some testing on the street, we noticed that the car just was fouling plug, and number 3 wasn't even firing. So since number 3 wasn't firing, it could be one of a handful of things. Spark plug wire, could be the TFI, could be the coil, could be the injector harness, could be the ECU driver. But what we ended up finding out was that it was the actual injector. And considering the motor had only been sitting for a few weeks, we didn't think that was going to be a problem. But after doing all the other checks that I just mentioned, it definitely was an injector. So we met up with our buddy Tom at FID, Fuel Injector Development, got our other set of 160s, and we just set one in. Now we was ready to make some power on the dyno. So we managed to get it running. We had a bad injector over here, so we had to take the rail off and get it set up. Whole different motor. It's running on 8 cylinders. Sounds good, revs good. Time to make some power. So we are here at TI Dyno with how many cars we've had here?
500.
Here we go. We just put the MSD distributor back in. This is the one we blueprinted to the motor. We were using the old factory cheapo to get the to try to figure out what we had going on. That's when we found out we had a bad injector, but we're gonna make some pulls, make a little horsepower, make sure the motor's running good. So we shouldn't have to make too many pulls. The tune's already pretty much spot on, but missing a whole cylinder, our fuel table's gonna be off a little bit, but you know, I'm pretty excited just to be in this location right now, to being able to possibly race this weekend. It's been a long 2 weeks. It's been very stressful on me and my family and the business, and I haven't had much time for you guys either, so I do appreciate you guys being patient with me. I got a lot to tell you. Got to set up the old sticky icky for the tires. We got our own little 17s on there in the back. We're going to actually start setting up some radials for dyno tires soon. Okay, so we had to change a couple wastegate springs. It's actually making the poundage that the spring said. Look at this guy over here. He gets paid to sleep. But we took the 18-pound spring out, which used to only make like 12 or 13. We put a green and a yellow spring in, and we're gonna bring the boost down so we can control it on the CO2. We haven't even had the CO2 on. looking for. So we ended up making some pretty good horsepower, 830 wheel. And when I say I don't have a lot of timing in my tune that I took a screenshot of, we literally have no timing in it. And we also don't have a whole lot of dome pressure either at this point. So after a few more adjustments and a couple more pulls on a dyno, we settled on a number. This motor definitely makes some good power. And I'll be excited to see what it does on the track. And I thank you guys for following along. I'm pretty proud of what we've done in the last 3 weeks. Just like I preach on the channel, got our shit off the jack stands. So on the last pull, we got the data that we were looking for with the CO2. Guys, we were staring at a crankshaft in a block a week ago. In that room right there, what you've seen in our footage. And I can't thank this man right here enough, and this guy right here, Dalk Performance Racing Engines, for putting in the work. This is the real hero right here, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. You know, you surround yourself with people that make you better, and that's what we try to do on a daily basis. Getting your car off the jack stands. If the day wasn't there for us, we'd have been screwed. And Kevin being spot on. I mean, I asked Kevin when the I gotta get on the dyno right now. He said, bring it up. And he was basically waiting on me, so. Had to have a lot of patience tonight. We had a wastegate that was sticking. We took it apart, cleaned it, put it back together, and it started working again. Little debacle there, but guys, we're off the jack stands and we're back in the game. This motor is built quite a bit better than the other one is. It's got better parts inside. We spent the money. It should be good for another 3 or 4 years on this, unless Dave breaks it next year when he decides he wants to race with it. Thanks, man. I appreciate what you've done.
Here for you.
That's what I'm talking about. Anyways, next video, we'll be getting ready for NMRA. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you haven't subscribed already, consider subscribing. Check that join button, become a member of the channel. All my members were watching as we went from bare block to dyno runs the whole time. So I appreciate my members for what they've done. We'll see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching.